At the beginning of the story, we are shown some mountains, where a man is taking along some slaves. All of their feet are tied with chains. The man who was taking the slaves saw a man coming from far. He shouted at that man to stop. "Otherwise I'll shoot you," says the man. The other man replies, "I am just a common man. I have come here to meet the slave trader. If you are that one, then we can make a deal." He asked the stranger, "What kind of deal?" He says, "Do you have any slave who is from a plantation?" At that moment, one of the slaves speaks up, "Yes, I am from the plantation." After hearing this, the man with the horse cart goes to that slave and asks him, "What is your name?" He replies, "My name is Django." The name of the man with the horse cart is Dr. King. Dr. King asks Django about three brothers. Django tells him exactly about them. Dr. King becomes convinced that the slave he was looking for is indeed Django. He asks Django, "Would you like to go to the plantation?" Django says, "Yes," and he shoots that man. His brother is also there, and Dr. King shoots him too, injuring him. After that, Dr. King goes to the injured brother and buys Django from him. Now, all the slaves become free, because that man is about to die soon anyway. After this, Dr. King brings Django to the city, where he tells him, "You are free now. You can breathe freely." Django walks freely in the city. Everyone looks shocked, because Django was once an old slave. After this, Dr. King takes him to a bar, where he says, "You're still not completely free. If you want true freedom, you must do a job for me. I'm a bounty hunter. I am searching for those three brothers, about whom I asked you last night." Just then, the sheriff arrives outside, shouting loudly, "You cannot take Django with you. He is a slave," and the sheriff already knows about what happened last night. Dr. King comes out of the bar, shoots the sheriff, and leaves with Django. On the way, he asks Django about his wife. Django says, "My wife and I were slaves under those three brothers, whom you are searching for. One day, we both tried to run away. I managed to escape, but my wife was caught and sent back to the plantation." After this, the doctor goes hunting those three brothers, whom Django recognizes, since they know they will not be allowed inside. Dr. King acts as a slave buyer and makes Django his servant. When they arrive, the doctor goes inside, and Django waits outside. At that moment, Django spots two of the brothers. He immediately shoots them. The doctor also comes out and sees that Django has killed two brothers. Just then, the third brother appears, whom the doctor himself kills. Hearing the gunshots, the owner of that place comes out and points a gun at Dr. King. But before he can shoot, Doctor shows him the warrant against the three brothers, according to which he was allowed to kill them. After seeing the warrant, the man says nothing, but inside he burns with anger. Doctor feels very pleased. He tells Django, "You're a very good fighter. I want you to work with me. Once my work is finished, I will help you rescue your wife." Django agrees, because he wants to free his wife at any cost. Actually, the doctor, who is a bounty hunter, only hunts those people on whom the government has placed a reward, dead or alive. The doctor kills them and earns money. By now, because of Django, the doctor has earned a lot of money, and now he wants to free Django's wife. But this will not be easy, because the owner of the plantation, whose name is Calvin, is not only very rich, but also very powerful. After this, both of them reach the place where Calvin is making slaves fight. Doctor meets Calvin and says, "I too am fond of fights, and I want to buy your strongest, best fighter." Calvin asks, "How much will you pay for my fighter?" Doctor says, $1,000. Hearing this amount, Calvin becomes very happy, and the next day, he takes both of them along with him towards the plantation, where Django's wife is kept as a slave. Now, when they reach the plantation, Calvin takes both of them to his luxurious house, where he introduces them to his sister and his special servant, who is a black man. Doctor tells Calvin, "I am very tired and want to rest. I also need a girl," and he takes the name of Django's wife. Calvin agrees and sends someone to bring her. Here we see Django's wife, locked inside a steel box, because she had tried to escape. Her skin was burning from it. Then Django's wife is brought before the doctor. Doctor speaks to her in German, because he knows she understands German. He tells her, "I and your husband Django have come here to free you." Then he calls Django. Seeing Django, his wife becomes so happy that she cannot control herself and faints. At night, all of them sit down for dinner. Django's wife is serving food to Django, the doctor, and all the others, because she is a servant in that house. Django and his wife keep looking at each other. Everyone else thinks, then maybe they like each other. But Calvin's special servant, the black man, gets suspicious. He realizes that somehow these two already knew each other, and that Doctor and Django must have come only for her. After dinner, Doctor tells Calvin, "Now let's talk about the deal. I will buy your strongest fighter for $12,000. Along with that, I also want a girl you sent to my room. That is Django's wife, because she knows German, and I am not good in English, so she can understand me easily." Calvin has no problem with this, and says, "You can take her with you." But just then, his black servant, who suspected Django and his wife, calls Calvin aside and tells him, "I think they are playing a game with us. They did not come for any fighter. They came only for your servant girl, whom they already know." Calvin says, "If that's the case, then instead of fighter, we will take $12,000 from them for this girl." He comes outside, puts a hammer on Django's wife's head, and says, "I will kill her." Both Django and the doctor stop him. He says, "If you want to take her with you, you will have to give me $12,000 for her." Doctor agrees. They give him $12,000 and free Django's wife. They also make him sign her freedom papers. Before leaving, Doctor tells Calvin, "You are a cruel man." But Calvin doesn't reply. Instead, he says, "Won't you shake my hand? If you don't shake my hand, then our deal is not complete." Doctor says, "I will not shake hands with you." Actually, both of them are in their egos. Calvin tells his man, "If he leaves without shaking my hand, that means our deal is not done. You shoot him." Doctor says, "Fine, I will shake your hand," as he comes close to Calvin to shake hands, and shoots Calvin. Calvin's servant becomes very sad at his death. He holds him and starts crying. Out of rage, he shoots Doctor. Doctor also dies there. Now, because of the doctor's death, Django becomes very angry. With the gun in his hand, he starts shooting all the men present there. But soon his bullets run out. The people there capture Django's wife, so he is forced to surrender. After this, Django is badly beaten. He faints. When he wakes up, he finds himself in a mining company. Actually, they had sold Django there. And once again, he is separated from his wife. Django tells the people there, "I'm not a slave. I'm a free man. I have been betrayed. I don't know any work of slavery. In fact, I am a bounty hunter." He shows them a wanted poster of 3 men whose killing has a reward of $700. He says, "Join me. Together, we will kill them and share the money." The 3 men agree with him and even give Django their weapons. As soon as Django gets the weapons, he kills all 3 of them and escapes from there. From here, he goes straight to the plantation. Then he goes to the room where his wife is kept. Seeing Django, his wife becomes very happy. So he goes to Calvin's house, where all of Calvin's people are present. He kills them one by one, and to all the slaves present there, he announces, "From today, all of you are free." Calvin's special servant is also there, the one who had told Calvin that Django, his wife, and the doctor were all together. Django shoots both of his legs so that he cannot walk. Then Django leaves with his wife. He blows up the entire house with explosives. The servant inside dies in the blast. After this, we are shown Django riding away on a horse with his wife through the jungle path. Now, they go to their home. Both of them are free and can live a good life. With this, the story ends.